Hello friends, let's read My Tree by Hope Lim, pictures by Il Song Na. In the backyard of our new home stood an old tree, tall, crooked, quiet. It reminded me of the crimson tree that shaded in our porch in Korea. Deep purple plums dotted every branch, so I named her Plummy. I watered her, climbed on her, and found the perfect spot to hide and spy until everyone wondered where I was. I spent my first day with America with Plummy, and she became my tree. Whenever I missed my home in Korea, Plummy lifted me up, and I played on her branches. In the spring, I celebrated my birthday under her blooming white flowers. In the summer, I watched the sky through thick green leaves. In the fall, I picked purple plums and shared them with neighbors. In the winter, I listened to the wind whistling through her dark brown branches. Here's Plummy and the boy on the seasons. Plummy made me feel at home. One spring night, a rainstorm with high winds swept through the city and knocked down many trees, old and new. Plummy fell down that night. The next morning, I saw Plummy lying in the middle of the yard, away from the house, away from the deck, away from the fence. The roots were pulled out of the earth, worn out and sad. An old tree knows how to lie down when it's time, my grandma had told me in Korea. I climbed on Plummy and stood on it. How immense she looked under her feet! For days, she turned into everything I wished for: a treehouse, a rocket, an island. A ship. Neighborhood kids joined in, and we all had fun. Until a little boy scraped his arm and cried, "Wah!" And then it was time for Plummy to go. The next day, Plummy was hauled away. Without Plummy, everything felt different. No more white flowers, no more green shade, no more purple plums or whistling wind, and no more secret hiding place. In the middle of the yard, I stood alone, remembering Plummy, tall, crooked, quiet. Daddy, I miss Plummy. Daddy nodded and squeezed my hand. A few days later, we planted a new plum tree, short and straight, in Plummy's old place. I watered her and patted down the soil. I wondered if she would never know an old tree once did, where her roots were spreading. I watered her more, and she grew little by little. And one spring day, I saw something familiar. The new plum tree had her new first blossoms. Fresh, bright flowers dotted every branch and fluttered in the breeze. The new tree was short and straight, but dotted in milky petals, and she stood quiet like Plummy. "Hello," I whispered. In the backyard of a home stands a young plum tree. I walk her and watch her grow tall and strong, and I feel right at home. My tree. I hope you like this story. See you next time.